Chris, first of all, then, yeah, defeat to Arsenal in the FA Cup. Your take on the performance today?
I think you always, look at the manner of the performance and what my team's given me and the football club this afternoon, and I think it's a fully committed performance. Especially second half, a couple of things that have gone against us. That John being half a yard offside, understand that. Chris Basham just being a little bit anxious in making a challenge on the edge of the box, as people will have seen today. There was no invitation needed for any of those boys in yellow to go over all afternoon. It's quite. I keep saying this. It's quite. And maybe I shouldn't say. Maybe I need to change my approach, and maybe I need to change my team's approach to it, because we're certainly at times looking and staying on our feet and being honest in our approach, and it not really working for us. So maybe I'll have to look at that and reflect at the back end of it. But I thought we were competitive. It was a step up from Manchester United, which for me hurt and was disappointing. Even though you can lose, by the way, you can lose to Manchester United when they've got the players that they've got, but you can't in a team of mine lose in the way that we did in terms of being passive, even though they've got some unbelievable players popping it around you. So we looked at that. I thought we were energetic. I thought we were aggressive. Second half, as I've just said to the players, I was looking to my right and to my left, and I love 30,000 people have been here today, because we said when we were building momentum during the game, can you imagine what it would have been like? So I don't think any of those games so far this season, after the restart, have really helped us. But the attitude was there, the manner of the performance was there, the balance in terms of quality and in terms of commitment wasn't, because we broke it up so many times, and we've got so much more quality in our team to find that pass out, to find that last pass, run, cross and finish. Does that come with a couple of defeats? Maybe just a little bit a loss of belief in what they're trying to do as individuals, possibly so. But as I've said, we back them. They're good players. They've produced for the football club, and through this period, they've got to dig in and find the answers, and we've all got to try and find the answers.
I was going to bring that up, because you've also been in good attacking positions in wide areas, and just either overplaying it or not getting it in early enough, that type of thing. Yeah,
that comes taking too many touches, not speeding up round the edge of the box, playing a little bit safe. That just happens, doesn't it? It happens when you're not at your free-flowing best, and it's obvious that we're not at our free-flowing best. But the other part of the game, which has to give us the opportunity of getting a result, was there for us, as you could see. And I think their players will be quite happy to get back on the bus, and obviously they're into the semi-final of the FA Cup, and it's a disappointing missed opportunity for us, especially when we got it back to 1-1. But it's in our manner to go for it, and we were on the front foot. The momentum was swinging to us second half, and when Ditty got his rewards for a really good performance from him, as far as I was concerned, I thought the initiative was with us. Ball gets cleared, Ender plays it to John, and John just gives it away. And these are things that would John Fleck have done that when he's absolutely flying. He's been absolutely brilliant for us. But there's two or three of them at the moment, giving everything, but just questioning themselves a little bit, which they shouldn't really. They shouldn't have to question themselves because of what they've produced and given to the football club.
After coming on for Lundstrom, and we'll address that in a second, was that evidence of Berger getting a bit more, as you would think as well?
Yeah, definitely. Xander's going to be a really good player for us. He's 21. We've paid a decent fee for him, but I've just been asked about investment into football clubs, and I appreciate what the club have done, and they give me everything that they've got. Obviously, there's certain things that are going on now, off the pitch in terms of improvement and other stuff, but they've they've given me what I can, and you know, the young players in terms of what we bought. Ollie Mack I thought was great today, aggressive, and Xander. £20 million is not an unbelievable number. It is for Sheffield United, and understand that. Xander comes with that pressure, but you know, he's a grounded boy, and you know, he will eventually play as a sitting midfield player. But he's a proper midfield player. He's a really good kid, and he always will get my and the boys full backing. And I thought Norwood was good. I thought Jack Robinson was good again. I thought the two centre forwards combined well. Were an handful. But there's a couple that, you know, as I've talked about, we all need to be an handful. We all need to play well, and there's a couple that, you know, that are just having a little bit of struggle in terms of the belief and confidence levels. But hopefully that'll give us a little bit of a boost going into Thursday night. Not always happy. I didn't sleep much Wednesday night after watching that. It was quite an ordeal from our point of view. Even though, like I said, Man U can beat teams 3-0 with the quality that they've got. It was a little bit too easy for my liking. But today was, I should imagine, as I said, the Arsenal boys are getting back on the bus and thinking that was a really, really tough afternoon, and unfortunately tough as well, because we've not wanted to achieve what we wanted to achieve when we first set out, which was get to the semi-final and be successful in this competition.
Do I detect from your answers over there that you're not necessarily going to spend £50 million on a centre forward in the transfer window?
No, I don't think the club are at that stage. I think the players have been on a brilliant journey, and I don't think for once, you know, they should be criticised, even though when things aren't. And I'll be honest with you, I don't think they should. You know, they're the ones. Nobody else has raised the expectation levels. Nobody else has raised the bar. What do we do? You know, at the start of the season, do we chuck 2 or 3 games in to lose games of football, and then at Christmas chuck 2 or 3 games in and be just below halfway, or 17th, or even 20th, where people have expected to us for us to be. No, of course. And you know, there'll people be saying there, well, you can't keep going back. I can keep going back. I can keep going back to saying we are a million miles ahead of where we should be, because you look at the 2 promoted sides. There's one team that was the best team in division last year. They virtually have got to do something miraculous, and another team that spent a huge amount of money, or an historic football club that have got an unbelievable training ground and big backers, have spent over 100 million, who are really fighting for life to stay in the division. And we're in this division. I know people say I can't keep talking about it. You have to look at what's happening in the present, but I think there should be a bit of perspective and in terms of where we're at the moment, and we're having a bit of a struggle, and there it is. But that struggle could have happened at the start of the season, midway through. It's come against 10 men on at Newcastle last Sunday, and it come at Old Trafford on a Wednesday night against a stellar outfit that I believe should be pushing with the resources and everything they've got, the players that they've got. You've all seen it. They should be pushing Man City and Liverpool for the title, let alone trying to get into the Champions League spot. So I'm quite confident of where we're at. You know, I'll sleep okay tonight. The players will, because they've put an enormous amount of effort in. We'd love to have got to a semi-final, and then who knows where we've got, but we haven't. But the manner of the performance is a lot better than what it was, and we'll keep building towards hopefully another decent performance on Thursday night.
Just finally then, John Lundstrom went off. It seemed as though his arm was in a shirt sling, so to speak. What's happened?
Yeah, we'll assess him. So that was obviously disappointment, but it opened it up for Xander. You know, Xander, I mean, if you look at Xander's attitude, he's come here and he's come to play. And I went with tried and trusted. I went with people that have, you know, I thought that the team selection was important, and I think we got that right. The shape of the team was good. You know, we opened up later on, and you know, I think we've done a lot of things right this afternoon. And obviously Xander, because of the player and pro he is, got on with it and come in and try to impact the game, which he certainly did. So if John misses out and Xander has to play, then, you know, we'll go with that, but hopefully it won't be for too long.